Authorities in Gibraltar have just released an Iranian oil tanker they detained back in July, defying a United States request hours earlier to seize the ship. The vessel was suspected by authorities to be providing crude oil to Syria in violation of European sanctions. RT's Sayeh Tavangar is live in the newsroom with more on this. Sayeh, what can you tell us?
Yes, Gibraltar Supreme Court has just ordered the release of the Iranian tanker that the British territory detained in July, the Grey Swan. Now, it's believed this decision by Gibraltar could prompt Tehran to free the British flag vessel it subsequently seized and actually help ease tensions in the Persian Gulf. Now, this decision comes last minute by the Gibraltar Supreme Court, despite a last-minute U.S. intervention. And a spokesperson for the Gibraltar government said that the U.S. Department of Justice applied to seize the tanker itself, forcing the court to delay its ruling by a few hours to consider the American allegations. But the status of the U.S. application is unclear. And back in July, the U.K. said the tanker was carrying 2 million barrels of oil to Syria in violation of European Union sanctions. Iran has denied the oil was headed to Syria, and British authorities said that they would release the tanker if Tehran could guarantee the cargo wouldn't be sent anywhere there. Iran, in fact, called the seizure an act of piracy and threatened to retaliate against the British in the Persian Gulf. And that was exactly what they did last month when Iranian naval forces raided and detained the British-flagged Steno Impero in the Strait of Hormuz. But now it's believed that Iran might return the British tanker as well.
Sayeh, what has been Iran's reaction to all of this latest news?
Well, the Gibraltar government had always said that they want to de-escalate the situation over the Grey Swan. So when the request came by the U.S. to not release the vessel, it came as a surprise to everyone. So after Gibraltar announced today that it would release the Grey Swan, Hamid Baidenajad, Iran's ambassador to the U.K., said in a tweet in Farsi, the United States, with its frantic last-minute efforts, sought to keep the oil tanker, the Grey Swan, from being humiliated with the efforts of the past few days. All the preparations and technical arrangements for the oil tanker to move to the high seas have been provided, and the ship will soon leave the Gibraltar region. Of course, last week, the UK announced that it would soon join a US-led task force to protect merchant ships traveling through the key shipping route in the Strait of Hormuz. But this was an Iranian tanker being held. So I imagine that the Iranians weren't too happy about this. But now I imagine the tables have turned, and the US might not be too happy about this right now. And of course, the U.S. has embarked on a campaign to isolate Iran, imposing harsh sanctions on its economy and aggressively targeting Iranian oil exports. So this was a perfect example. Manila, back to you.
Hey YouTube, thanks for checking out our channel. We hope you enjoyed the video. We have tons of content for you just like this. For more of RT America's one-of-a-kind news and analysis, be sure to subscribe and never stop questioning more.